Hi Aquarius, and welcome to March 2025. Okay, this read is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Let's see what's going on. I'm using the Past Life Oracle deck. Let's get a karmic thread to see what you're working from another lifetime. Wow, look at this. Definitely not getting along, right? I'm hearing communication breakdown. I don't want to talk. Separation. This could have been you and or your parents in another lifetime. We don't see eye to eye. And it also can mean your masculine and feminine, because we have both within, right? So you could have chosen to be a masculine in this lifetime and or a feminine in another lifetime, or what have you. It's about the masculine and the feminine not getting along. So what does that mean? Our logic and our heart don't match. What I'm doing or saying doesn't match really what my heart wants. These are things that could happen in this lifetime where I'm making decisions based upon what my logic tells me instead of what my heart really wants. That's big. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what's happening. So we want to merge those, right? Synergy, if that is the case. Okay. Aquarius, let's see what's going on. Beautiful. 3, 6, what? 9? No, 5. Okay. So whatever you're working on, you feel great about, but I feel that there's some people that are kind of like, well, what's the deal? Are they competitors of yours? Are they colleagues of yours? Are they trying to sway you from reaching your goals and doing what you want? You may be like, you know what? I've got these pentacles. I'm going to work on this one particular one right now. I want to launch it. I want to talk about it. I want to get it out there to the world, for the world to see how I've worked so hard for this. Indelibly, you are having conflict about this, or someone is, that could be a Leo, Aries, Sag. It says Leo. The card's Leo. Some of you just got a trainer, a personal trainer, and you're like, I feel so good already. I've been lifting weights. They're showing me the value of certain nutritions that I need to, be aware of. I love that. Lifting weights, also weight training. This could be about you decided that, listen, in the next 3 months, this is March, right? Summer's going to be here. And I want to make sure, because you're starting it now, and I want to make sure that I'm healthy, that I'm taking care of my body, and I'm certainly proud of what I've attained and achieved to this point. You're not, they're saying you can please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please them all of the time, if you know what I mean. You can't please some of the people all of the time. Let's go right to that Leo with a 5. Who is this? Wow. You do have a father figure, an ex-husband, a husband, who's definitely giving you some grief about your money, maybe how you spend your money, what you do with your time. It's big about spending money. Or maybe you are going to think of new avenues of income, and someone is saying, or if you, Aquarius, if you have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus in your chart, you're feeling unsettled about adding something to your business or changing business, spending money, not wanting to spend money, or someone is you're having arguments with someone who perhaps likes to spend money. Let's keep going with that Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo here. It's someone you love dearly. Are they trying to compete with you? What's going on here? It's like money. It's all about money. It's how they're using. Okay, Aquarius, if you are like a bestie with a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or it could be a bestie, it could be a brother, it could be a husband, a live-in, whatever. You're having issues with their money. They may have issues with their money, spending it, how they spend it. Or a Leo. Some of you know a loved one who spends way too much money and you're trying to help them. Let's go to the Three of Coins and the Six of Wands. Yeah. Someone's saying, don't judge me. This could be definitely like a family member or a best friend, you know. It could be child support. Someone owes arrears or alimony. And they're not paying, or they're paying small amounts because they're spending it. And you're not happy about it. You're like, well, what the heck? You may have 3 kids. We have 3 pentacles. Okay, so Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo here, and reversed, this is the masculine reversed, and the feminine's upright. And look at how interesting that is here. So, if this is you, and Aquarius, you have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn in your chart, rising sign, moon sign, or predominant earth in your chart, you're definitely having a conflict of interest in what you do for a living. Your heart and your mind are totally on 2 different spectrums. And you're still dealing with this from a past life. And we want to clear this, okay? So, we want to work with our heart with the Ace of Cups, right? We want to address the issue of whatever this is. This could be a loved one that came in to your life to teach you about finances, business acumen, collabing with others, maybe collabing with the wrong people, trusting the wrong people. And if it's not an external person, if it's not in your chart, it's an external person. And they're trying to help you with your finances. This could be a loan, getting a loan. And if you are getting a loan, this Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn says you don't have to pay me interest. if you're borrowing from a friend. If they're borrowing from you or what have you. If it is child support, because we do have judgment here, child support and or alimony, someone's like, listen, I had the money and now I don't. Something like that. Let's see. So if you're looking for a new job, there you are. Okay, so we're on point with the storyline being that some of you may be looking for a new job. Some of you, the old job isn't paying the bills. Or if you're moving in with someone, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, you're moving in with them and the fight is about money. And it may not be a fight as much as the contention of spending. How do we spend our money? How are we going to divvy up the funds? Like, are we going to have a joint account? Maybe you're moving in with someone and you're looking for a new home. If that's the case, someone's very much, I'm telling you, if you're dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, those people do not spend money. I mean, it depends on their chart, but yeah. And for the most part, if you're here, you need to come to terms with the longevity. You need to look at the long-term picture, right? And and then they're saying that, well, the contention could also be that there's a child involved. And maybe you're a single mom and you have kids or you have a child or you want future children, whatever, right? And you want to really look at the future of the expenses that children, you know, in a relationship, there's expenses. So that may just be your thinking to yourself, well, I'm not going to spend my money foolishly because I got to put 3 kids through school and weddings and whatever else. It's huge, and it is. It's a lifetime. It really is. So if the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you're having a hard time, then by all means, you know, you're branching out and looking at other avenues, venues, maybe even remote, you know, working part-time remote as well as a full-time job to just keep up and, you know, keep up with the expenses. If you're moving because of the expenses where you're like, listen, maybe I need to kind of go to a new area that the taxes are lower or this or that, you know what I mean? So you do have a lot of different variations of what's going on. And you don't want to do anything too rash. You don't want to make a quick decision. You need to go slow and follow your heart. Absolutely. Follow your heart. Not once, but twice. When it comes to spending, when it comes to loaning money, when it comes to your kids, when it comes to a relationship, you know, they're saying it's not your first rodeo. And maybe someone that you're with doesn't have kids. So, you know, that has to be discussed in terms of, you know, a lot of when you're a step parent, you know, that doesn't necessarily come with the so-called with a package, you know. But should it? That's the question. But should it? And this is telling me, because I just saw it, look at 3 of Pentacles is on the bottom. Look at that. So this is about you and your person. Yep, it is. Oh, What is going on? Okay, I got it. For some of you, it could be a third party, or that's why you split up with someone. You could have ended up with the person, or you're ending up with the person that you had an affair with, or you were interested with someone at work, or someone was interested with another at work, and a relationship. The Capricorn had a similar read in that regard, by the way. So you do have, could be that. But I also feel that you started out with this person as it was a, sexy, hot relationship, right? And it's just now turning into, we're like, are we moving up in this, leveling up the playing field of commitment? Maybe not marriage, but let's just move in together and see how it goes. But we really do need to, work on agreeing with, okay, I'm also hearing an ex is getting in the way of your relationship. Your ex-husband is getting in the way. Look at this. Oh my God, look at this. Six of Wands twice. Look at that. You're probably either moving in, maybe you're getting married, you're moving in together with your boyfriend or something, and your ex is not happy. I'm telling you right now, you're not happy or they're not happy. Here's the choice. And the move may be a little further away. And if you have kids, they're giving you a hard time also, if that's the case. Okay? Look at that. Leo, Aries, Sag. Yup. Leo, Aries, Sag is not happy that you're moving on, that you're happy, that you're moving in together, and that you have started a whole new life without them. There's Leo. Look at that. Yep. This could also be, all right, so if you are moving in Aquarius with someone, you do want to take, if you have the kids, you want to take the children into consideration of, is this going to make them happy? I got to really make sure that I follow my heart. You could have gotten out of a relationship with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that had Leo, Aries, Sag in their chart. And now you may be, if you are an Aquarius with Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn in your chart, or the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn is an external, the new love of your life. Okay? There was a lot there, but you get it. So you're going to have a conversation, or someone's being nosy. That's what I just heard. Someone's being nosy, and they want to give you a hard time before you leave. Or they're giving you a hard time that you're leaving, or that you're moving, like you may just be moving counties, right? For tax purposes, trying to save money, making sure the kids are okay, right? And this person's like, well, you just can't move that far away, right? Yep, they're showing you their true colors right here. No kidding. This is Leo. Someone's throwing, they're saying, a hissy fit. Someone's throwing a fit that you're moving with the children, or if you've already done it, but I feel like in March, you're going to make some plan, or you have been planning to move out, and your ex is not happy about it. Yeah, they're throwing a little fit. And you're like, hey, there's nothing else I can do. That's where so-and-so's job is. That's where my job is. I don't have a choice in the matter, and I gotta go. And it could be vice versa, just saying. See? They're not happy. Your ex is not happy that you're moving on and moving in with someone. And you know what? I'm going to tell you. I am going to tell you guys, especially with this card. They're just jealous. The Leo, Aries, Sag is jealous. It looks like it's really a Leo, but because you've had so much Leo coming out. This Leo's not happy. What about, how are the kids going to feel about this? Have you talked to the kids? Have you had that convo? How do they feel? There's 3 kids perhaps, and maybe one is like, hey, I'm good with that. I'm telling you, they're not happy that you're happy and that you're moving on, that you have moved on. Maybe someone thought you would come back to them, and you finally decided to release yourself from this, from even the idea of going back. You know, when push comes to shove, and maybe you haven't had a really rough divorce or separation or whatever, but then when you find someone new, that just like, those are like, flashes of red for an ex. It's kind of like sparks fly, new beginnings, and someone's really kind of like, I think I screwed up. Someone's regretful. Yeah. Someone's sad that you left. And if they're not yet, they will be. This could be all happening in March, where someone is like, I fucked up with Aquarius. And, they may take the kids. I messed up, and now I can't see my kids, or I can't be near them. Yeah, regret. The woulda, coulda, shouldas is coming out. Yep. And we know it wasn't fair, but guess what? Someone was waiting to see if they could get Aquarius back. Yep. So also I am hearing that the child support issue, you may take someone to court with that Judgment card. Maybe you never, you could have had an agreement between the two of you about child support and or alimony, right? But now it's gotten really very real, because someone may owe money, and someone's, your ex may be saying, well, we don't have anything in writing, and you make maybe more than I do, something like that, so what's the deal? And you could be saying, well, guess what? We're going to have to go to court and see, what the court says, because you may owe me some back pay here. Something like that. Yeah. You're probably a little worried about how conversation's gonna happen, because you're gonna see the wrath of another. You may be kind of scared to have that conversation, but you know that you have to, and it's gonna end up in a fight. But you have to do it. Or maybe someone's saying that since you make more money that you should be paying. Something's going to happen here. Yeah. Someone's wanting, that could be, very well be, yep. Now, all you want is everything to be, all you want is the kids to be happy, everything to be on the up and up. And you have all these 9s, and then you have the 10s. So, well, you're breaking ground. You want to just move on, but you also have these things that are hanging around that need to be, we need to deal with this. Especially if you don't see eye to eye with someone, this is coming back for you to step up to the plate and tell someone, listen, maybe in this lifetime, one of your many past lifetimes, you couldn't find it in your heart to speak up for yourself. It depends on what time, the 1800s, the 1800s, the 1700s, even like in the past, women really were not able to speak up for what they wanted, what they were owed, what they believed in. So now you're in the 20th century, 21st century, and it's like, yeah, heck yeah, I'm going to stick up for myself because someone's not paying up. Let me just go over here real quick. Yeah, you're like, I'm not going to be happy. If you're a single mom, look at this. You're getting ready. 3. If it's not in March, this is a 3 also. You have a lot of 3s here. So all right, so there is a lot of expansion in your life. Change is the expansion. Moving out, moving on, and getting the money that you deserve, rightfully so. It is not about a third party. It could be for a smidge, a third of you, because the Lovers and the 2 of Cups is there. But I feel that is the infiltration of an ex trying to really give you a hard time about your new life with you and your children or a child. And you're ready for the fight. You are. You're ready to you don't want to, or maybe you do. You're an Aquarian, right? You may say, listen, I have to be honest with myself, and as a mother, you need to step up to the plate. And here's the Emperor. This is the mother and father who are definitely at odds once again. So you did definitely a karmic relationship. You did get into it. You did get into this relationship with this person again, only to be in the same space where you don't get along. And the only way that you can cut this karmic thread is that you came in as an Aquarius, and that you need to stick up for yourself and get what you rightfully deserve. And putting, not being so nice. I mean, some Aquarians, if you do have whatever is in your chart, whatever other elements, because you do have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio a couple times here. So I do feel that, it's not like you don't have a heart. Aquarians may be really, stringent, or not stringent. You're very on point. It's always logic. But when it comes to your kids, that comes from the heart. And you don't want to be at odds with the father of your children, but you're also not going to be a doormat and let someone just give you a hard time, give you grief, and or not pay up. So that's where we're at, and it does come full circle for you to cut the ties and to manage. That's another part of this, is if you divorce this person, if you've cut ties with this person, even if it was a live-in, this is like we're still not getting along on the basis of what we didn't get along from another lifetime. Red-tailed hawk could also be your spirit totem animal. Or they have to stick up for themselves. But I really do feel that someone's giving you a lot of grief. That Leo is giving you a huge amount of grief. It could be an ex. It could be, and if it's a child throwing a fit because they don't want to move, or they don't like the person that you're dating, that could be it too. Yeah. So there's a lot of angles to this. Let's get one card on that. See? It's all about money. I've worked hard for my money. I can't pay you anymore. You can't move to a place where I can't be with my kid. I can't see my kid easily like I do now. We have to come to some kind of an agreement. We may have to take this to court. All that's coming up. And this is a repeat of what you dealt with this person in a past life. And the tables could have been turned. So karmically, maybe you did this, Aquarius, to this person in the past. Maybe you withheld feelings, emotions, back pay of alimony and child support in another lifetime, or whatever. Maybe you had a child with someone but ended up not wanting to be with them and walked. I mean, there's a lot of factors here. And now you're not with this person, and the same similar threads of story, the narrative is here, the storyline. And it does, in this lifetime, it has to do with moving on, and the money. And if you did have a verbal with someone, you need to get a concrete, contract or an addendum of some sort to say, listen, we have to come to an agreement about what is being spent and what we're spending money on, and what's it for. It's a lot. Okay, we have effortless. So trying to go with the flow here is what you're doing, because it's not like you're trying to start a fight. I actually feel that Leo or a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that's reversed is trying to start the fight. I do. I think they're unhappy, and you're just trying to get along, but maybe that's the whole thing, Okay, now with the creation and the wisdom, you are in this lifetime knowing that you can co-create, which is your job, which is what you do for a living, right? That you love. Some of you are shamans, some of you are light workers, some of you know that it's better to just go with the flow of, with work, what you do for a living, and, keeping it real and authentic. But to no avail. This wisdom that you do have, Aquarius, needs to be utilized in a situation where it comes to creating and having children. This creation is all about creating in your job, what you do for a living. Some of you are definitely telling a boss, I'm out of here because I want to pursue. Some of you may be in corporate America and you're like, I want to take this trip and I want to learn about how Mother Earth how effortless the wisdom of Mother Earth is what you're learning about, or you already know about that and you want to go into more of a holistic medicine man or woman, perhaps also. So you could be having you could be getting a lot of, shade from people that are saying, are you crazy? You're going to just leave this person or leave a job or leave life to go, be a shaman. If you are a shaman, then that is what you do. And maybe you're also expanding your business because you have kids. And maybe, Aquarius, maybe the father of your children or child can't make the grade financially. So you have no choice but to look at other avenues of healing properties. I feel some of you are leaving corporate America and going into your own business also as a holistic medicine man or woman, meaning some of you may just go to Nepal, really. I'm feeling that. Lavender is big, is a lavender oil, working with oils, growing lavender. I almost feel like you're saying, I really do. I feel like you're just saying goodbye. And goodbye to one kind of life and hello to another. And you're going to get you're getting static. And when you get static, whenever people don't like what you're doing, you know that you're doing the right thing. It's about risks. And as long as the kids are okay, I do feel there's like kids here, If your ex is introducing, lastly, I'm hearing that if your ex is introducing your kids to a new person that they're planning on having a future with, that could not be sitting well with you. And of course, it's vice versa. So there's a lot here to unpack. So I wish you a beautiful month. I love you guys. Let me know how you're doing in the comment section, whatever. Okay? Take care.